God, I hope I don't have to fight death at the top of this tower. That would really suck. Vampires, ghosts, and zombies, that's not much better. But, yeah, so we were talking about
Yeah.
the... Alright, so let's go this way. Ignore the vampire. And, you know, I look at its sprite, and it doesn't strike me as a vampire from one direction, and then when it's, like, facing downwards, yeah, it kind of looks like a vampire.
It strikes me as, like, a menu cursor.
Yeah, what's the way its head is shaped? Sure. Just kind of like the dark memory cursor
Yeah.
in Darkland. Darkman.
So we have ghost, zombie, and vampire now.
Yeah. We haven't seen the third variety. I don't think it's in this one. Alright, so how are we gonna... Oh, we got taken for his dessert. So
yeah,
they
we haven't
pretty much
seen
just
the ghost yet,
thieves.
but one of the Mr. Pogs mentioned him.
The thieves, or am I thinking the wrong one?
Oh, well, he mentioned a ghost that doesn't follow you through a locked door. I think. Which would he have been talking about?
Probably all of them. I don't think any of them can pass through a new area.
Oh, so like all three of them are ghosts. You know,
Technically, yeah.
I can get
because
behind that.
Because they appear out of the video game ether.
That makes sense. Yeah, I forgot
Because
the
I
last
think-
ones were actually
Because
thieves.
technically you do kind of see it. Let's see if it shows up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they kind of
Don't-
right there.
Oh, okay, there's the bandits.
Ah, they're
So,
the
yeah,
ones
their
that only
quirk-
turn left.
They'll turn left whenever they can.
Yeah, they choose
And then-
left at every intersection.
Yeah. That's their high priority. If they can't, they'll go anywhere else. Also, I don't know if that was the first formation of the Fishy 2 and Spooky 3 viruses, but there's quite a few of those where I end up running from the battle because of
The Shrimpy
very
2s?
poor... yeah, those were the Shrimpy 2s and the... Okay, there's the second one, because it's yet another bad chip selection.
I'm just waiting for that bandit to ambush you.
Right there. Right on cue. Also,
Good old
not
5-second
meant for-
foreshadowing there.
Now, if I can time this right, I can almost wipe out both of them. But, actually, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but having holes against fishy viruses is actually a benefit because their bubbles will pop on the holes.
Shrimpy
and not
viruses.
actually yeah, with the shrimpy viruses.
You've been
even though
saying fishy
they-
for like a part and a half.
Oh, wow. But the shrimpy viruses, yeah, their bubbles can't go across hole panels, but they can float over them.
So like, huh? They can float? Oh,
Yeah.
the shrimpies can float.
Mm-hmm.
I misinterpreted that. Never mind.
Yeah, because if you notice, like, when there's cracked panels, they don't crack when they move across them. Because I guess somehow shrimp can float, question mark?
In the sea, I guess
Also-
they do. Hey, we got our money back.
Well,
Let's-
okay, I guess they can swim in the battle zone ether. Also, let's
Might
have
as
another
well.
formation of this, by the way. Which we still can't do
Yeah.
anything with. That's 3 times I've run from that formation. On this comp.
Sometimes there's just formations that you don't want to deal with. Okay.
So, considering all the danger, you'd think, we gotta get out of here, but apparently, I guess this battle chip must be of utmost importance. Who knows, maybe she
Well, it's
got
like
off
Gate
alone
Man or
from
something.
Yai. Maybe it's that hero sword or life aura that she got from Yai. Except she totally didn't. And
Also, what?
She's apparently encountered the gospel operator. But
Oh, she butt dialed
doesn't
us.
hear- Oh, for God's sake, that is such the stupidest commercial that they've shown recently of Geico. Apparently,
Oh, that was from
I just don't
Geico?
understand. Yeah, there's a butt dial Geico commercial, and it's just, I don't know why people put phones in their back pocket, because it's like, is it really worth breaking your phone when you sit on it?
Yeah, I don't put my phone in my back pocket either, but I've had it do plenty in my front pocket. I've
I've
sent gibberish
sometimes,
text
for,
messages, I think 4 times the first year I had my phone.
I've, and I will admit that somehow I have pocket dialed with a slide phone, ones where you have to you have to like hit the on button, or well, not the on button, you have to like kind of
Or like slide
the
in a
active and then
passcode.
slide it to, well, not necessarily a passcode, but it's like one of those you have to slide to kind of, it's kind of like a, how do I describe it? You have an unlock swipe screen to unlock,
Oh yeah. I've
and somehow I accidentally do that in my pocket, and I don't know how that works, but it's
yeah,
still
I've managed that
better
too.
than, yeah.
I've managed that too.
But yeah, we also, what we skipped was Jennifer. Apparently, yeah, that was her name. She apparently, something happened to her, and she's in bad shape. So we're down to pretty much 3 of us left.
Yeah, us,
Lan,
Raoul, and
Chad,
Chad.
and Raoul. Yeah, that's all that's left, because the other 4 are pretty much dead or fatally injured.
Well, that
And
and
then
whoever's doing this all.
true, but also we got full fire. That's interesting. Instead of so there's met fire and then there's full fire, and of course the Sortie 3, which is dead now. But this was, well, before Land got trapped in a ring of fire. Of course, obvious joke is, or obvious reference is obvious, and yeah. So hey, he can't get us at this entrance. Ha ha ha. We're good to go. And continuing on, but oh, phone call in the middle of a comp? That's interesting. Uh-oh.
Oh no. They're
He's
getting
talking
everyone.
like Kingsby now. So instead of the beep 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 for the PPP, we have the zit zit. That's really weird. And now we come to the realization that there's only 2 of us left, and that there's a gospel spy. So with process of elimination, that means.
Oh right, they already I forgot that they already determined that whoever's doing this was a spy. Whoops.
Yeah.
So yeah, that leaves us and Chad.
Yep. So we're kind of in trouble.
Not.
And I think this.
Well, not just that. Chad. Why is he? Like at this point.
That's kind of a
what's
really
Chad doing?
Yeah, I mean, technically he's been taken out the World 3, but this is the thing. World 3 and Gospel aren't really the same thing.
Oh gosh,
again,
they are
you
here.
also have to... Yep, this is where we meet the shadow viruses. So shadow viruses are very annoying because you can't hurt them unless you use sword chips. And if you
Also,
don't have sword
sometimes
chips,
they only appear behind you.
yeah, they use one of 2 different attacks. They use an axe, which kind of strikes from behind or forward, or they use a dagger attack that appears from up top or below.
Yeah, so they'll appear 1 space away from you in some direction and then try to attack. Well, at least we're near the treasure chest.
1200 zenny. Lose 7200 zenny.
Whoops.
Oh, that was bad. And I didn't see how much he took, but I want to say it was like 60 HP or something.
Not more than 100. I think your max is 480 at this point.
Yeah, I don't think it takes more than 100.
Still better not to get caught, though.
Pretty much. There was something I was talking about. I don't even remember what it was. We were talking about Chad, and then we were talking... Oh, yeah, I was going to say... And it's like, is he really a gospel spy or something like that? Because, as you know,
well, I mean,
he helped us capture Dave the Quick, or whatever his name is. But then again, he was one of the lower members on the totem pole, so who knows?
Well, he helped with Shadow Man, too. And yet, there aren't really any other options at this point.
Yeah, and then the other thing that probably would come to mind is that, actually, before I do that, okay, so we're gonna hit. Oh, it went right through him. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm familiar with that too.
yeah, so I was thinking, okay, maybe he's solid enough to where I can actually just activate the hyper burst, but nope.
That would be nice.
Sucks to be me, I guess. But anyway, on the topic of Chod, so you have the situation with the Shadow Man scenario, as you mentioned, but now technically I would say he could still be a spy because it was threatening his home, so maybe he felt he needed to. Actually, no,
As a spy, he would have helped threaten the home, though. Spies don't get to have that much luxury to, like, go against their mission.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm going to say it again. Mega Man 2...
Oh, it's
Battle...
a pretty dark game.
Yeah, Battle Network 2 has probably one of the best plot progressions in the series.
Yep. And he got electrocuted.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
and Chod has come to the same conclusion as we have, that there are not other options, and even though it doesn't make any sense, we don't have anything else left to think.
Yep. And he's using his power because he wants to delete Mega Man, the root of all evils. And
oh no!
Proto Man is not really sure what's going on, apparently. So, Proto Man, if you remember in the previous game, he had some problems and was pretty meh. In this game, oh man, he got so much tougher and so much brighter.
He stepped it up.
Sort of. Because I think it was much later that I realized, hey, he's kind of got a bit of an AI issue. If you try to use a charge shot on him, he'll try to go after you. So you can kind of goat him into attacking, you can back off, and then you can let him have it.
Oh, he does that wide sword whenever you start charging?
No, when you release it. Because he'll dodge it, he'll be like, I'll just dodge it, and then I'll just make you pay by slashing at you. You do have to beware of the, what's it called? The, beam sword attacks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
also that he can sometimes catch you off guard by warping in your area when you least expect it. And this is also a part where I shouldn't... Oh, okay, I actually just barely got him, but other than that, I shouldn't even try to do that, because, yeah, that happens. And then he swiped me again because I wasn't paying attention.
Proto Man always demands a lot of really good reaction time.
Oh, wait until you see version 2 and version 3, or maybe this is version 3. Those are a dandy.
I'm pretty sure this is version 1.
No, I mean when we get there. Those are really something else.
Yeah. Proto Man's higher forms are always super, super tough.
Where he launches like 100,000 beam sabers at you.
And don't even get me started on network transmission. I still don't even know how that's possible without just tanking every hit or turning invisible.
I don't remember that fight. I'd have to look at that again. Because it's been a long time since I've seen it. She's the criminal. She wasn't hurt by gospel. Oh no, Jennifer turned on us? Shoot, this is bad. And Raul is still in paralysis and out cold.
Well, it got to shuffle around a little.
Yep. So, without Pro Man, he can't do anything. Even though he paired him last time. Like, or maybe it takes a lot more time.
It takes time, yeah.
Yeah. But it just kind of felt weird, so now we have to approach it. Oh! It's Princess
her
Pride.
after all.
Who would have ever guessed? But you were crushed by the spiked ceiling of Paper Mario-ness, weren't you?
The go-go-go trap.
It's like one lever from becoming gok 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 gok. But whatever. So apparently she's upset that her country, or I don't know if she actually mentioned it or if it's until later, that I guess she's trying to restore Creamland to its
Nice shot, Lan, by the way.
Yeah. But she's pretty much the one that kind of manipulated the traps, so she kind of faked her death, which is pretty clever and impressive, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
So now we have the final area, well, sort of the final area of the castle comp, or dungeon comp. I think it's castle.
I think it's the final area.
Well, it's kind of the final area, but it's kind of not. Because, well, okay, spoiler. There's actually 2 parts to this area.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of weird considering
that. Yeah, normally doesn't happen. Normally it's a separate terminal for each part.
White Sword L, if you hadn't had one already.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, they must really want you to have that program advanced at this point. And it's even funnier considering one mystery data chip that we get, or that we... Did we already run into the Sword S earlier?
Is there a Sword S in this game?
Yes, it's in this comp, I think. I don't remember if we already saw it or not, but it's just so random. It's like, really? A Sword S? Why?
Well, in case you sold all of your sword chips and run into a shadow, here.
Well, you can't.
Let's take pity on you.
By selling more like chip trading.
Right. Yeah, I never.
Too slow.
I always do the same as you and try to leave at least like
1
4 or 5
each.
Yeah, at the very least 1 of each. If I can, probably like 3 of each in case I want that code.
Yeah, pretty much. Did I mention the fact that break chips can actually pierce the defenses of Dominards?
No, you didn't, but that's really nice.
That is really good to know. And another cross shield P, which
curse shield, I'm pretty sure.
Or curse shield.
Also, I have no idea. I have no idea where I got the 210 from that I said that was their damage, because it doesn't say their damage on that preview. I think I just saw part of the curse shield as a 2, and then there was a 1, and then there was a P. And I thought, oh, 210.
But I could have sworn maybe one of them did do like 200 damage or something like that.
Yeah, one of them does. Like, one of the higher versions probably, but it gets to that point.
Mm-hmm. And that was also proof of concept earlier. Yeah, this is Castle Comp 5. There's a lot of areas to this.
Yep.
About the same as the next scenario eventually.
Yep, I remember that one having a lot of areas.
Also, Shadow 1R. So, I have never used the Shadow chips, but if memory serves, they're kind of like Invis chips, but in this case, you can only be hurt from sword chips only, I want to say.
Yeah, I wonder what advantage they have over regular Invis. Do they...
I think it lasts a lot. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't dodge. I was just like not paying attention.
Yeah, that's what I would have to guess, that maybe they last...
I love what's about to happen right here. Okay, so I'm in the middle of a battle, and oh, hey, there's the vampire. They get to move slightly before I get to move. And that bandit is so ready to get after me.
Yee.
Can I get away?
Oh.
I opened the gate right as he got me.
Also, I like how that vampire was apparently sucking his health with his cape. Or sucking your health, I mean. We need to find that treasure chest.
Yeah, it's going to be full of all sorts of treasure.
All of our treasure.
Yes. Wow. So for those that might eventually be watching this part, this is quite a long session, and I've been yawning and kind of been drinking a lot of water because
summer has begun officially.
Pretty much. And I am not a summer person by any means.
Oh yeah, me neither.
Hey, there's a bunch of treasure right there.
Ooh, I love treasure.
I also love this.
Ooh, I love
to
this.
wreck us some Sortie 3 viruses.
Hyperburst is so good.
Mm-hmm. And so is the advanced version. Oh.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yep. I think this also gives me an opportunity to find out if I missed anything on the way. I want to say I might have missed one blue mystery data. I could be wrong, though.
I have no idea.
Alright, hurry up and take out this sortie before it uses its area steal. And then... yeah.
I'm wondering if they only can use their area steal after slashing their sword a certain number of times.
I'm pretty sure that's how their AI works. It's at least 2 or 3 times. But that's dependent on which one, because they don't like share it or anything like that.
Alright. Well, this is going to hurt.
Ow.
Yeah, that's 100 health.
Yeah, that's 2. Okay, yeah, I was kind of wondering. And go right through the zombie program.
Goes?
Whatever.
Ah!
Uh-oh. This always seems to happen to me, where I get that zombie right there, and a battle right there.
Thanks,
damn.
viruses!
Alright, so we get to build up the tension of, am I going to get out of this? Or am I going to be going back to start again? Ow.
Viruses always have the best timing, don't they? How did that hit?
I don't know. It's like, unless the crack panel in the corner was still a hole, and he ended up moving back earlier, or I don't know if that made any sense. But
there was so much they had to split it into 2 datas.
Yep. And I assume I got everything back and I didn't go anywhere. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and meet him. We're not going to worry about our health because apparently I assumed that, hey, it's going to refill at the start of the fight, right?
I think it does sometimes. Also, I like Nightman.
Not here, it doesn't. So I didn't bother using the full energy. But yeah, so we learned that she's joined Gospel because the world threatens her country because the advancement of technology or something. I don't remember if that's what she said or if that's what we hear of later.
Yeah, both Nightman and Princess Pride are having doubts about this.
Well, Nightman sort of does, but
especially Nightman, but he's too loyal about it.
Yeah.
I feel like Princess Pride also, though.
Yep. So Nightman is kind of a annoying boss because he has some really nasty attacks, like this stupid rock falling, which apparently it does 3 times and I didn't realize it. He has Iron Body, which you can't hurt at all until he makes himself vulnerable. But you would be also taking a Royal Wrecking Ball, which he does if you're in the center. If you're not in the center, he will just kind of
drop rocks
at rocks. So,
and
yeah.
I seem to recall his attacks also pierce shields, just the way that like your wrecker things do. So guard chips won't do too well.
Also, when you let this battle play out, or when he does the Royal Wrecking Ball or whatever for a certain amount of time, he will jump forward and crack all panels. And if he eventually gets too close to you, he will use the spiraling Royal Wrecking Ball, and that is a world of hurt.
Yeah, he just spins that right around himself, and if he makes his way to the center square on your side, you're going to be hurting. I'd like to mention that she was pretty disappointed that Cha didn't come.
Yeah.
I think that guy would really do a huge number on Proto Man.
I also showed her the disappointment with that Omega Burst. At long last. Peep pa pa pa.
Oh no.
Is she gonna stick her papa at us? Oh,
okay.
And she fell for a trap. Because she's...
Without Nightman, she can still manipulate the traps, but not very well.
She is not the master of trap making.
Nope. But yeah.
And we find out that nobody dies.
Yay!
Including Princess Pride, because she will be interrogated later, but she'll be in the hospital in the meantime. So this is where Chad talks to us about how Creamland was actually one of the first countries on the net, and that was a tiny country that became powerful, and then the big countries caught up, and Creamland isn't really anything special now. So, yeah.
Yeah, as long as we're clear that it's Gospel's fault, everything is fine.
Except that we're still different from Chad. And he has the programming in his head, but he didn't... Well, obviously it would have taken time to form Proto Man yet again, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on his merry way.
Must be kind of rough for Chad having Proto Man deleted twice in 1 week.
Well, see, here's the thing. Was he... Well, has a week passed since the mother computer incident?
I don't know, actually. I don't think so, though.
And technically, I don't even think he was deleted. He was just injured from the blast. Because he did jack out, technically.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh,
he didn't explode. Or explode.
Chad still had to repair him, like, with more than a recovered chip.
Wow, wood or a chip. That sounds pretty good.
Oh yes, souvenirs.
Souvenirs. The first few times I played this game, I never got this. So I never understood the meaning of Yai's email.
It's easy to overlook.
Yeah, because I never go down from the hotel. So eventually, I think I was just wandering around. I saw this guy. It's like, whoa, what the hell? And then I got this stuff. It's like, wow, I'm glad I got this because you miss out on some decent stuff.
Yep.
I mean, it's nothing.
We can get souvenirs for all our friends.
Yep. But we don't get one for Chad because, well, we're not friends.
Well, obviously. We saved his life, that's enough.
Indeed. Oh, she kind of.
We've met you on the street like twice, lady.
Several times because we're wild and crazy and a few other things. And speaking of crazy,
we fattled you once, lady.
Yep. And I'm almost just wanting to.
Also,
like
I'm pretty sure
like
we're 10.
Or something. Yeah, I think we're about 10 since we're like in 5th or 4th grade. I don't remember what we're in. And this is version 2, which is not a whole lot different, but there is one thing that I do show off in this fight because it's potentially dangerous if you don't see it coming.
Ooh. I wonder if break
it's basically... What's that?
I wonder if chips that break would work even when he's hiding in his pot.
No, I don't think it does.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I assume it doesn't. Because I've had bad timing on some cases, so... Because, see, technically you can't see his HP, so I'm assuming you can't hit him during that.
Alright, that's fair.
That's why you kind of have to lure him out.
So, this dangerous thing?
He isn't going to do... He does this move when he's in desperation, but he does it at like a certain time. Basically, this attack he does is when you aren't in the middle. He does it when you're hiding on the side. He'll do it right here.
Oh.
He will lunge at you, and it hurts real bad.
Yeah, don't get caught by that.
Yeah, I've gotten killed by that, and I don't even think it was from having a Lex style or anything.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, some things just plain hurt. Main attack and snakes? Excuse me?
I don't know if I've ever used Snake Man chip, but I want to say it has something to do with having holes that snakes come out from, and it does damage based on that.
I know there's a standard snake chip that does that, but I don't think Snake Man is like that, though. At any rate, I imagine main attack would have something better.
Bubbler J, meh. Let's try one more time, shall we? Maybe we'll get something good. Like a attack plus 20? Okay, that's a good souvenir.
That's not bad, yeah.
That's a good souvenir, even if I have a attack 30.
Oh, we can give it a Chad, if we remember. We probably won't.
Will he ever use them though?
Nope.